उनका क्या कहना है मैं वो भी दिखाना चाहता हूँ। 1 मिनट लेकिन मुझे चाहिए होगा छोटा सा। वो सिर्फ मैं आपसे ये बात पूछना चाहता हूँ कि ड्यू फैक्टर की बात जब हमने की शारजा में, ऑब्वियसली इट वाज वेरी एविडेंट दैट देयर वाज ड्यू फैक्टर, लेकिन दुबई के पीछे जितने भी मैच वेरी लिटिल बिट, डू यू थिंक इट विल मैटर फॉर द चेजिंग टीम?
ड्यू था। और दूसरा मैंने जो बात की, इतनी स्वेटिंग होती है जब आपने 15 ओवर की फील्डिंग की होती है कि आपकी तमाम शर्ट्स गीली हो जाती हैं और बॉल गीला होते ही होता है। तो ये एक फैक्टर आखिरी 5 ओवर में पाकिस्तान को बेनिफिट देगा। इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि पाकिस्तान इंडिया को इस मैच के अंदर 150 और 160 के अंदर आउट करे, इससे ज्यादा ना होने दे। अगर इंडिया 170 180 के दरमियान कर गया तो मोमेंटम विल गो टुवर्ड्स इंडिया साइड। अगर पाकिस्तान ने 150 और 150 60 के अंदर अगर उनको पकड़ लिया और उनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट किया तो पाकिस्तान विल हैव अ मोर एडवांटेज।
ओके जी राही भाई।
नसीम शाह की जो कि एक जगह बॉल इन स्विंग जो कर रहे हैं वो बहुत डेंजरस हो सकती है। पावर प्ले में 2 विकेट्स हासिल करना बहुत जरूरी है, अदरवाइज गेम हाथ से निकल सकता है।
ठीक है मोइन भाई।
हाँ जी बिल्कुल बात सही है, पावर प्ले में आपको विकेट्स लेनी पड़ेंगी और ऑलरेडी टेस्ट हुआ है इंडिया का मिडिल ऑर्डर बैटिंग, लेकिन आप प्रेशर उसी वक्त डाल सकते हैं जिस वक्त विकेटें गिरेंगी। विकेटें आप लेंगे पावर प्ले में तो वो अंडर प्रेशर आ सकता है और आप कम टोटल पे रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकते हैं, और अगर विकेटें नहीं लेंगे तो जो इंडिया की पावर रेटिंग जो बैटिंग है मेरा ख्याल ये इजीली 180 करती है।
Ladies and gentlemen, now we'll take you to Dubai for the anthem.
Not only on the cricket pitch, and we are looking forward to who can step up and take those 2 valuable points. The top 2 sides, remember, will go through to the final, and that will be on the 11th of September. Still no Ravichandran.
ये दुआ है हमारी। We're going for a short commercial break. From there onwards, we'll take you to Dubai, where it's going to be history in the making. For
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple.
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट, जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा। गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा।
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी। नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ, बेहतर पियो बढ़ के जियो।
M&U French perfume sprays. No gas. Last 3 times longer. M&U by Golden Pearl.
Fruitian, enjoy the good things in life.
मचा दे धूम।
Rohit Sharma. In fact, he said he would have fielded first as well.
From here, the wicket looks quite dry. There's a bit of grass, but it looks quite dry. Afghanistan played Sri Lanka. That was a lush green pitch. You did the pitch report as well a little while ago.
Yeah, I did. I spoke to the groundsman and he said that the game that you're talking about there with Afghanistan and Sri Lanka, and then of course the next day India-Pakistan had the most grass on the pitch of all the games we've had at this venue. Then this one, it's a little less. There's still the odd clump of green grass, and that's why I expect it just to maybe kiss through every now and again. And that's the other component to it as well, because thinking back to the last game, Surya Kumar Yadav, he said it was just holding a little, and I think that's off the odd bare patch.
Yes, and when you say that there are bare patches, it's bound to happen. You'll get a little bit of toothpaste stuff. Where the odd ball goes, the other one might just hold out. But all the makings of a good contest changes. 3 changes in the Indian team. I mentioned Ashdeep. Ashdeep in fact played the last game. It's Hardik Pandya who's come back into the side.
Can't you see your dream, baby, please? Come on home to me.
McDonald's Crispy Chicken. Love at first bite.
This countdown is brought to you by McDonald's.
They have 4 fast bowlers. Like Pakistan, if one gets injured, the other one comes in. But of course, in a different pitch, they picked up another leg spinner as well. Bishnoi is also playing today for India.
Well, this is interesting too. Rohit Sharma will join KL Rahul out in the middle. Both these players have excellent strike rates, over 140. But 2 slips, Pakistan going on the attack early. Think back 2 days ago against Hong Kong. Nazim Shah swung the ball back into the right-hander. And even though that's a delivery we saw then, he can get the ball to hold and go away towards that slip forward.
Yeah, he can. He can also bowl the outswing, little bit outswing, not as much as the in-swing, but in-swing is his natural swing. He's got 2 slip in space, and that's, like you said, attacking field set. Huge gap between a point fielder and extra cover and a cover fielder. Mid-off is a bit wider too as well, because we have 2 slips. He's got square leg kind of fine leg. It's not as fine as it should be. It's towards square leg, that fielder, and third man bat, of course, at the boundary. So first ball.
Not far away, and it's a standard field, isn't it? There's a fine leg and a third man. Some teams like to start with the deep square, but not in this case. The crowd roars as we get going. The first ball.
He's exciting, isn't he? The young man bowls at pace, and even if there's a hint of movement in the air or off the pitch, makes a fast bowler doubly dangerous.
The other thing too, Ravi, I think, is we're going to see tonight the full value of having somebody like Hardik Pandya in the squad and bowling 4 overs. It allows India options. They've gone in, if you include Deepak Hooda as a third spinner, he'll get through maybe an over. If he goes well too. We're underway. Single to third man.
So far we've seen 2 deliveries, Scotty. Pitch looks really good. We haven't seen any swing. Obviously the bowler haven't warmed up yet. The previous delivery was just slightly wide. This is the squad for Pakistan.
Yeah, it's the batting. Look how deep it is. Hardik Pandya's at 7. Now I'm not sure he'll bat that position. I think he'll be up higher than that, maybe even in front of Rishabh Pant, depending on how this innings progresses.
Yes, and just coming back to that point of Hardik Pandya, 4 overs, that's the first time that's happening in 2 years. And that's the problem India have had to get the balance right. Now that he can bowl those 4 overs, hence that extra spinner was in.
That is close. Good delivery. He will go through the gears. That's the early 140s.
Yeah, he's warmed up now. It's quite hot out there. First delivery 138 kilometers, second 141, and this one 142. And bit of extra bounce, like we said in our pitch reports as well. It's a good T20 pitch. It's got a beautiful rhythmic action and hits the seam every time. And that's what you do on a pitch like this. See off a couple of deliveries, see off the pace, see the bounce, and then you play your shots.
offside. That won't carry all the way. One bounce for.
So Rohit Sharma watched the three balls and realized that Naseem Shah is looking to just bowl back of a length. So he's decided to give the charge this time. Have a look at the crowd. That's got them warmed up. Aggressive shot. The captain going down the track.
So now the pressure is on Nasheem. One ball to go. He gave himself a bit of room, bit of charge, inside out, couple of bounces into the fence. First boundary for Rohit and for India.
And that's brought about an immediate change too. Second slip comes out. He'll go into an extra cover. I speculated in the last game too, Ravi, about Rohit Sharma's role in the side with the form of KL Rahul coming back from injury. Virat Kohli also looking for form. It's almost as if Rohit Sharma is the guy to get the innings going, to generate that strike rate and the scoring early.
Yes, and now that India have depth in that middle order, you know, there's a lot more experience. You've got Huda playing today, you've got Hardik Pandya, there's Rishabh Pant there. So outside of the top three, there's still depth in batting. So it allows Rohit to make that decision a little more freely, where he's very clear in his mindset. I can go for it.
That's over the leg side this time. The big boundary, 74 metres, and it is not big enough as Rohit Sharma goes over the line. The first 6 of the match, end of the first over, 11 without loss.
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो दे आपको शाइनी, घने और खूबसूरत बाल नए सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
मायूसी को छोड़ के, अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के, हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है। जो ये जान ले, वही सुपर है। सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं। Jazz Super 4G।
गरम या ठंडी चीज खाने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ होती है। इसका हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, जो आराम पहुंचाता है, वो भी सिर्फ 60 सेकंड। It's brilliant।
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi।
KNNs, ताकि आपके प्यारों को मिलती रहे सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
ब्राइट साहब राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइप कर देगा।
ट्विस्टर के ऑरेंज फ्लेवर से मिले मस्ती को नया ट्विस्ट, अब बहुत से मजेदार।
A slippery customer. Just saw him recently in England when he was playing the shorter format of the game, the hundreds, and he rattled a few players. Bowling short, he's not shy of bowling the short ball and testing the pitch. But this will be interesting now. If that's his tactic, he's not afraid. Rohit Sharma likes to play the full shot. Hence, there's a man on the boundary. Now, fine leg up. There's a deep square leg.
And I think that's a good move as well. He's still behind square on the boundary. Rohit Sharma likes to go in that zone. Pace. That is a terrific delivery, 146. And that has maybe just hit one of those little patches of grass and come through quickly.
A little more than slippery, Scotty. 146. Clicks.
Good seam position. Look at the carry and the bounce and the late swing. Beautifully bowled from Hasnan. Good start, confident start.
Over the top. He is on form today, Rohit Sharma. Another boundary.
It was a good delivery. Incredible shot from Rohit Sharma. On the up against one of the quickest bowler in this game. 146 kilometers an hour the previous delivery.
A lovely cricketing shot. Just an extension of the drive along the ground. It's not to the pitch of it, just goes through with the swing, maintains the shape. And he's at his aggressive best already.
Running straight away. Man will make it comfortably. This is good cricket, boundaries and singles. 148 this time was in. Excellent start for India.
17 for none on 10 deliveries. Good single. Running between the wicket is very important as well in this format. One change for Pakistan. Hasnan comes in for Dahani.
This time it's KL Rahul. The timing not quite as good. They'll come back for two. This looks a very good cricket pitch.
Yes, and Rahul would have watched from the other end, seeing the ball coming through nicely. What's good to see is the mindset. They've decided to be positive, aggressive in power play. It's literally saying that we don't mind losing a couple of wickets, but we're going to go for it.
Final ball of the second over, and I don't mind Pakistan's tactics so far. Both of these players, you attack the stumps early. LBW and bowled is the mode of dismissal you're looking for. Running hard, he's going to have to hit. 2 overs gone, 20 without loss.
ट्विस्टर के ऑरेंज फ्लेवर से मिले मस्ती को नया ट्विस्ट। अब बहुत से मजेदार फ्लेवर्स में भी।
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple.
क्रिकेट है
तो लेज है।
नए दौर का नया प्लेट, टीनेज का बना क्रेज।
Reed Platinum, जबरदस्त धार।
सोया सुप्रीम पॉली कार्टन और 5 लीटर बॉटल के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free. सोया सुप्रीम खरीदे और सेट कंप्लीट।
Oh, it's a half volley. That is a beautiful stroke all the way for 6. KL Rahul joins the party.
What a start from India. And I think it was a slow ball maybe, absolutely, 118 kilometers an hour. There was no need for variation at this stage of the game. Bidoff is up in the circle, Bidon is up in the circle, and then a slow ball, no turn, no grip, played it beautifully. KL Rahul.
How good was the balance here? Poise, balance, lovely cricket shot. And they've come out all guns blazing.
Shaz, how important is the balance even in this format if you want to hit the big shots in last 4 overs? Some players lose their balance, some batters.
You lose shape, you lose timing. You know, it's when you maintain that shape of yours, that's when you get optimum timing, you get distance. If you're looking to play the big shots, and of course you get that timing. So you see a lot of players, especially in the last few overs, getting into positions very early and looking to maintain. They're trying to outguess the bowler.
Yeah, just watch this then, just as you're talking about the balance of Rohit Sharma. Still at the crease, gets his base, and then just simply a beautiful flow of the bat through the line of the ball.
And invariably the head is still. When they get into that shape, into that zone, the swing is good, the head is very still. It's not bobbing up and down.
Look at this strike rate, 27 for none. We're into 3rd over. Ideal start in such a pressure game from India.
That boundary from Hasnan by Rohit Sharma over mid off. I don't think he was in great position, but he was so still. Edge, slipper's gone. Good fielding down there, third man, just a single.
Brilliant effort from Haris Rauf at third man. It went quickly to him. He's a very good fielder, safe fielder.
That's a good line and length. We haven't seen a bouncer yet. That's what surprised me a little bit. A lot of these 4s and 6s have come on the front foot, Waz.
I think Indian batters, both the batters, just started having a go straight away. So now bowlers are on back foot. Instead of attacking, I think in their mindset, how the bowlers' mindset work is just to save runs now instead of going for wickets. And it's impossible to save runs if you don't take wickets.
India gets off to a good start. I know there's only a ball to go, Ravi. Do you see one of these players maybe floating up the order? The only left-hander in the side is Rishabh Pant, maybe against the left-arm spinner, or Deepak Hooda, who's had success at the top.
That's the one I was thinking. He could end up being the floater, especially if spin comes in. Deepak Hooda has done extremely well. I think one of the best performers in the last 6-8 months. Not easy for a new player to break through, but he's done well. And the fact he can bowl as well now is very handy.
This time it's straight. KL Rahul. Perfect balance once again, and another 6. Fantastic over for India. 34 without loss.
पेप्सी काफी स्ट्रांग हो गई है ना?
या नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रांग तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान.
Presenting Candyland Biscuit. Chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit. Have it all.
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश. इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे. डोंट वरी अबाउट बीताकल. ये है एक नयापन. कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश.
Try the new 7-Up Strawberry Lemonade.
हेलो हेयर शैम्पू प्लस कंडीशनर्स.
Meet the new you.
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी.
We are doing well as a team.
Same again. Full and over the offside. A boundary to start the over.
He's on fire, Rohit Sharma today. Unbelievable. And look at the pace from Haris Rauf. But like you guys mentioned, this pitch looks like a belter.
Yes, getting into position early and trusting his swing. Yes, hitting on the up. Some great shots already from both Rahul and Rohit Sharma.
We're likely to see spin. Nawaz maybe.
Yeah, Nawaz actually is a very good bowler in first 6 overs. He regularly bowls in PSL for Quetta Gladiators first up. So he's got the experience. But so far, fast bowlers are getting hammered. 38 in 3.1 overs.
Oh, short. He was expecting it. Straight out of the middle, and another terrific stroke from Rohit Sharma.
Wow. We said he picks up length early. This is very early. That ball's at 148 clicks, and he's not sent it in front of square. He's got into position so early that he's parked it between long on and deep mid-wicket. That's a stunning shot.
Really is unbelievable. If you're going to bowl a bouncer, bowl a proper bouncer. You got square leg back. This was short of a length. And easy pickings for Rohit Sharma. Like I said, he's on fire. Unbelievable start from India here.
Just have a look at the foot movement, back and across, and then he just stands there. He doesn't move again. No forward press, doesn't go back, across, feet don't go again. He's got his base and then swings through the line. It is just such high-class batting.
Impossible shot to play. He hasn't even shifted his weight back. He just went from a front foot.
And judge players how quickly they pick up length. .47 for no loss, but he picks it up so quick.
Our first fan pulse of the day. You can vote fanpulse.in/English. This is a live poll. Who will be the top scorer for India tonight? 5 options. And the way Rohit Sharma has started, that is not a bad vote, perhaps.
Yeah, you would say both these players out there in the middle. They've got a head start over the others.
Big test for Babar Azam now. Who should bowl the next over?
This is difficult. Third man is up, bowling 150. Has to bowl straight. Going full, not bad, but the line is so important now. Any width, and they'll just lay it off down that third man region.
He's got to be precise every time he bowls now. He's got one more delivery to go. He has conceded 12 runs already. And fan pulse, the top scorer for India tonight, Rohit Sharma, 55%. Really, guys? I can say that. I can guess that too, the way he's batting.
Okay, Rahul's not that far behind, and look, he's only got 10% of the vote.
The way Surya played the other day, he's only 5%.
He's tried that exactly, hasn't he? Couldn't get the placement. Still, another very good over, 12 runs from it. 46 without loss.
मायूसी को छोड़ के, अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के, हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है. जो ये जान ले, वही सुपर है. सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं. Jazz Super 4G.
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी. नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ, बेहतर पियो, बढ़ के जियो.
Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls, break, like crunch.
डिजिटल होना है तो Zong 4G की वीकली प्रो ऑफर लगा.
40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट, 5000 Zong मिनट्स एंड SMS. सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता. डायल *794#.
Introducing Fruity and Sparkling, the real Fruity Spark.
Can't you see your dream, baby, please? Come on home to me.
McDonald's crispy chicken. Love at first bite.
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के, लेकिन तू टेंशन न ले, हवा आने दे.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang.
Well, the viewers have got their money worth in the first 4 overs. Proper shooting from these two. What a batting. Really enjoyed those first 4 overs. There was pace in the deliveries, but no respect at all.
Power and class of K. Rahul. 50 comes up for India. Mohammad Nawaz unable to change the tempo of the innings for now.
Well, the previous match, the two openers of India, they took their time. They don't need any time now. They're well set. They know exactly what they're doing. Balls coming onto the bat nicely. No need to take any time. Just keep going. 50 up.
That's the fastest 50 for India versus Pakistan. That's how good the start has been. Just the ability these two guys have. We've seen it over the years. K. Rahul, when he decides tonight is the night where I'm going to go after the bowling, he'll actually make you forget some of the other big hitters in the game. That's the class that he has. Just His mind, it's got to tell him. It's your night, Rahul. Go for it.
Well, till last night we were all talking about Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya. And there was few issues that these two are not playing their best cricket. But what about tonight? Wow, this was a beautiful hit. Just a nice pickup. What a balance at the crease. Slow delivery from the seam shot. Hit it over the top. And what about this one? The last 6 he hit. Just a pickup. He's having fun.
And just class. You know, when you watch these two batters bat together, it's just overflow of class. Welcome to Gautam Gambhir in the commentary box.
Thanks, Sanjay. And if you can bat like that, why would you not do that consistently? Especially these two guys. Rohit Sharma started off in the first over and KL Rahul took over. The amount of quality and class these two guys have, you definitely would want him to see doing this more consistently.
It's gone for it again. Fielder running back. Yeah, this is KL Rahul in top gear, that's for sure. 54 for no wicket.
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश, इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीताकल, ये है एक नयापन। कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट सॉफ्ट।
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
क्योंकि हम चले तो पाकिस्तान चलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 टायर, पैंथर टायर्स।
This time this could be out. It's a steepler. Oh, finally taken by one of the two. Collision happened, but the ball remains safe in the hands of one of those two fielders.
How badly Pakistan needed that. It stayed in the air for a long time. Khushdil Shah was the man. Steadied himself nicely. Slow delivery from Haris Rauf. Just a perfect length. This time he couldn't really shift his weight, and watch that. Oopsie! I thought he caught it clean, but he didn't. Fakhr Zaman just came in at the wrong time, but Khushdil Shah just kept his hands right underneath that ball. Well, I can say that beautifully taken. Rohit Sharma gone for 28. It's 54 for 1.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट सॉफ्ट।
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
हाई पर्फ से मिले बेहतर माइलेज और हाई परफॉर्मेंस, जिससे चले इंजन लंबे अरसे तक।
हाई पर्फ, उस्तादों का असल हीरो।
रियल प्यार के लिए रियल डेयरी आइसक्रीम, कीको, सच्चे रिश्तों का मीठा मजा।
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi.
ट्विस्टर के ऑरेंज फ्लेवर से मिले मस्ती को नया ट्विस्ट, अब बहुत से मजेदार फ्लेवर्स में भी।
India have, they don't look at it as a huge setback. Rahul picks up a single.
I actually won't mind that. The kind of approach Rohit was taking, absolutely not. Yes, people might just say that he missed out, he didn't need to play this kind of a shot, but this is what T20 cricket is all about. Here is Virat Kohli playing his 102nd T20 game, strike rate of 137. Went for a big one-score delivery, couldn't connect, under pressure. That is probably one of the craziest things I've seen. That someone else called and someone else took that catch.
It's gone over. Bonus runs for India. Called wide by the umpire. Just a reminder that this pitch continues to have pace and bounce, but it's playing into the hands of some of the Indian batters.
There was no need to bowl that delivery. Extra 5 runs been given. It was Fakhr's call and he called for it. Although Khushdil Shah's eyes were closed, he just kept his hands, and I don't think he meant to catch that. It just happened. Wow.
It's a good thing that Fakhr Zaman completely missed it. His hands were under the ball, but he just completely missed it, which allowed the next set of hands behind or beneath the first set of hands to take the catch. Virat Kohli is off the mark.
And good start for Virat Kohli. Good shot, good positive intent. Off the back foot. Ran well. Great start from India. Especially both from Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul. And the good part was that both of them were looking to be aggressive. And normally you see one batter going hard against the opposition, the other one takes his time, but this time around both of them went really hard, and that's the reason why India is 61 for 1.
And I sincerely hope KL Rahul doesn't let that wicket affect the way he's batting. He must continue in the same vein. One of the reasons why Deepak Hooda is playing in the side, along with, of course, being a batter. He bowled a couple of overs, but that gives India the batting depth that they want with this kind of an approach. We saw Pakistan play 15 overs in the last game against Hong Kong with 8 to 9 wickets in hand. Hooda, if you look at the batting order, slotted at number 7.
Actually, you can outscore the opposition if you continue to go hard. Even now, someone like KL Rahul. We saw that yesterday. There was a stage where Afghanistan could have got 180, 190, and they got restricted to 175. Had they got 190, they could have literally outscored Sri Lanka. And that's the case with India today as well. Can KL continue to go hard? You have to wait and watch.
Another thing that happened with that Sri Lanka run chase, which was very impressive, not one batter got 40 runs. There were 4 30s, out of which 3 30s came at a strike rate of 180, 200, 160. T20 cricket is not about 50s. I think it's time we start looking beyond that and start appreciating efforts of Rohit Sharma, 28 of 16. Because the platform is now set for a big one. It just frees up the later batters as well. Gets KL Rahul off strike. The couple of dot balls, 6 overs gone, end of the power play, 62 for 1. यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हेवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
राइट साहब, राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना?
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
डिजिटल होना है तो Zong 4G की वीकली प्रो ऑफर लगा।
40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट, 5000 Zong मिनट्स इन SMS, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। डायल *794#।
Nestle Fruta Vitals Spark.
He's gone for it. Has he found the fielder? Seems like he has. KL Rahul is walking back. Second wicket has fallen. Shadab gets a wicket. First ball.
He's a wicket taker, Shadab. No doubt about that. And India is starting just going downward a little bit. Just lost the wicket and couldn't control the shot. Hit it straight to the man at mid-on. I think it was Mohammad Nawaz this time. Nicely judged, nicely taken. And another wicket goes down. Both the openers back in the hut. 62 for 2 now. Rahul gone for 28.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज। ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
ओह, सॉफ्ट।
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple.
मेरे K&N's के कढ़ाई और बिरयानी स्टॉक, अब कुछ और मिलाने की जरूरत नहीं।
मायूसी को छोड़ के, अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के, हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है। जो ये जान ले, वही सुपर है। सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं। Jazz Super 4G।
Well, that's Surya Kumar Yadav for you.
He's a different class altogether. He doesn't need much time. Wasn't really that short, that delivery. He's got such a quick hands. Just a tiny bit of room outside the off stump. And watch those wrists coming into play. And picking the gap nicely.
And that's just class as well. That's just ability. Either you have it or you don't have it. And more importantly, it's the mindset as well. Playing against Pakistan, first ball, you get room, you try to hit hard, through point. A lot of batters will look to still probably punch it through cover and get off the mark, but not Surya Kumar Yadav.
This is a good delivery, extra bounce, very close to that top edge. Mohammad Rizwan was all set to appeal. Good delivery. He's gone quickly through. He's getting beaten by pace. Just love the attitude of Shadab Khan.
A little bit of risk involved in that delivery just outside the off stump, because Surya Kumar Yadav plays that cut shot really well. But because he's new at the crease, there is an opportunity, there is a chance that he might nick it. A couple of times he's been beaten now.
Well, at the moment, Shadab is not really troubling the batters with turn, but change of pace. 87, 97 the last two balls. This one 93. India's highest power play score versus Pakistan, and it was just thrilling to watch.
Yeah, both the openers did not spare anything. Anything short, anything full, treated very nicely.
Now this could be a boundary, and that's a great shot off the back foot in the gap. Virat Kohli has got a boundary here, 71 for 2.
मेरे K&N's के कढ़ाई और बिरयानी स्टॉक, अब कुछ और मिलाने की जरूरत नहीं, क्योंकि इतने से स्टॉक में कूट कर भरे हैं ये सब। तो पकाने के लिए सिर्फ स्टॉक मिला दो, चटोरों को खिला दो। कढ़ाई के लिए कढ़ाई वाला स्टॉक, बिरयानी के लिए बिरयानी वाला स्टॉक।
ठंडी या गर्म चीज लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इसका आसान और फौरी हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन। ये सिर्फ 7 सेकंड्स में तकलीफ से आराम देता है। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो दी आपको शाइनी, घने और खूबसूरत बाल नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
Oh, great shot. The lofted exit cover drive. He's got the full range, Surya Kumar Yadav. This is more the primary stuff.
He's special, exceptional. Just a little bit of flight. Look at the way he used his feet. Opened the face of the blade and went over extra cover. Fantastic hit.
Continue from where he left in the previous game. Showed all the shots. And now he's 9 of 5.
I guess the Indian batters also have realized that this is a great batting pitch. This is a pitch you can trust. And that's why this kind of attacking batting, willing to take more risks. Yeah, unhappy with that KL Rahul, but credit to the bowler as well. He bowled it in the slot, not afraid to get lofted.
Look, it's the right approach as well, the way India's gone, especially KL Rahul after losing Rohit Sharma. Here is Rishabh Pant, 126 strike rate, Deepak Hooda 161, and then you've got Hardik Pandya 145. So you've got depth, and yes, you might just say that was there any need for KL Rahul to go hard? Yes, there was, because it's a beautiful wicket. You want to continue with that tempo as well. So I like the approach both from Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul. It was fantastic, very refreshing to watch as well.
Yes, Gautam, not a huge fan of they're going to come back for the second. Good running of laying foundations, with the concern that you've got to have wickets in the hand, but who knows what can happen later. A good spell and you suddenly lose 2 or 3 wickets around the 15 overs, and then you don't have enough runs on the board. Now what you're seeing there on the timeline in red is an effect that India will feel right through the innings. Even if there's a slowdown, the first 6 overs will ensure that India will still reach a pretty good score, even if there's a mini collapse. 8 runs of that over, 79 for 2. यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ.
New Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioners. The extraordinary touch, Set and Touch.
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ.
हाई पर्फ से मिले बेहतर माइलेज और हाई परफॉर्मेंस, जिससे
Kohli with the use of feet, but just be a single. What I've enjoyed too here, Sanjay, is wickets typically slow the run rate. That's why they're worth so much, but that's not been the case. Surya Kumar Yadav, 10 off 6. Kohli's looked to be aggressive. Pakistan still under pressure.
I have to say that has to be one of the youngest fans that I've seen at a cricket ground. What's more, he's wearing the Pakistan t-shirt, and his age would be, I think, about 8 months, 9 months.
Oh, he dropped it, did he? I hope not.
Just falling short, and that's going to be 4 runs. Did the right thing, the fielder went for the catch.
Just a touch short to Naseem Shah. Naseem Shah gave it his best, but just landed a couple of feet before him. It wasn't that short. It was in the air for a little while.
You can't fault the attempt, can you? He was trying to get there for the catch rather than sit back. And here we go, Sanjay.
Well done. Well done to the parents. This is called breeding them young.
He'll be playing for Pakistan in about 16 years' time.
Runs off every ball in this over. That's another feature of this innings. Very few dot balls.
Impressed with Shadab Khan. Just the body language, considering the situation, with 2 batters blazing away. Obviously got 1 wicket, but just love his body language coming in. He's managed to keep the batters reasonably quiet. Just love the sense of purpose when he runs into ball.
Good running. Kohli is quick. He wants to. Suryakumar Yadav says no. Well, settle for one. I think they could have made it even without the misfield. 88 for 2.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
हाई पर्फ से मिले बेहतर माइलेज और हाई परफॉर्मेंस, जिससे चले इंजन लंबे अरसे तक।
हाई पर्फ, उस्तादों का असल हीरो।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर, 40GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
राइट साहब, राइट कर देगा ना?
Pakistan 3 minutes down on their over rate. We know the penalties involved. And potentially, if that carries over to the end of the 19th, approximately, well, it's a time cut off at 7:25, and a fieldsman has to come back inside the circle.
I think the umpire's got to be a little kind here because the ball's been flying all over the place. How many times we have brought the ball back from the crowd? Come on.
Loves that sweep shot. There've been a few words too towards Suryakumar Yadav, but we've seen even in the IPL, these two batsmen have a go at each other, and it's just water off a duck's back. It does not get to him at all. He just carries on with his job.
Virat's still not in control, is he? He's trying to get in and playing on the onside. Good crowd in, very good crowd. That's what you get in UAE. House full, lots of blue shirts, few green shirts also. Flags are all over the place. Great atmosphere.
This is in the air, this will be a chance. And taken, very good. Pakistan have been good with the catching. And Suryakumar Yadav is gone.
He meant to hit that ball in the air. He does hit sixes with the sweep shot, but this wasn't executed to perfection. Needed the power. It's got the edge of the bat and hence no carry at all. The high-risk approach continues, but they've lost 3 now. His run rate is brilliant. Lost 3, 91 for 3.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
राइट साहब, राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, lick, crunch.
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi.
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। Dial *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G.
Soya Supreme Poly Carton और 5 लीटर बॉटल के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free. Soya Supreme खरीदें और सेट कंप्लीट करें।
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी। नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ, बेहतर पियो, बढ़ के जियो।
क्योंकि हम चले तो पाकिस्तान चलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 टायर, पैंथर टायर्स, चले नॉन स्टॉप।
Presenting Candyland
T20s.
Must have been a big decision as well to make the change and leave Dinesh Karthik out. I know with the injury to Ravindra Jadeja, they needed that left-hander. I believe they needed that left-hander. It's good bowling, the length just a fraction too short. Single to finish, 5 singles and the wicket of Surya Kumar Yadav. It's 93 for 3 and the players will have a drinks break.
Presenting Candyland Biscuit. Chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit. Have it all.
Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, lick, crunch.
मायूसी को छोड़ के अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है। जो ये जान ले वही सुपर है। सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं। Jazz Super 4G।
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा। गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा।
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश, इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीताकल, ये है एक नयापन। कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
गोल्डन पर्ल ब्यूटी क्रीम, हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं।
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के, लेकिन तू टेंशन न ले, हवा आने दे।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang.
Introducing Fruity and Sparkling, the real Fruity Spark.
KNNs, ताकि आपके प्यारों को मिलती रहे सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन।
ब्राइट साहब राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा। आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो दे आपको शाइनी, घने और खूबसूरत बाल। नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
गरम या ठंडी चीज खाने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ होती है। इसका हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, जो आराम पहुंचाता है, वो भी सिर्फ 60 सेकंड। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
Try the new 7-Up Strawberry Lemonade.
रियल प्यार के लिए रियल डेयरी आइसक्रीम, हीको, सच्चे रिश्तों का मीठा मजा।
ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर अब मिले नए जिद्दत भरे चमकदार पैक में। बाकी पाए, पाकीज़ा रहे।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
Fragrances for him and her.
Oh, there's run, there's trouble. Kohli's so quick, I think he may have got back. But Rishabh Pant not really backing up, sending the former skipper back.
And apologizing immediately. He gave him the hint that he was coming for that single. There you go. And then he suddenly realized that the field is too close. And then that arm of apology. Virat Kohli, so fit, was always going to come back. Feeds on running hard between the wickets. A couple of times he's been denied that. Once by Surya, and this time by Rishabh Pant.
Short ball in the gap. That will run away for 4.
Well, these Indian batsmen, they have dealt with these short deliveries really well today. Anything short has been punished. This was quick, but coming at Virat Kohli. He didn't try to hit it up, stalling his wrist nicely.
Like the fact that he was not too far down the pitch, that allows the pull shot also to become an option. Played 3 pull shots in the first game, India-Pakistan, which we haven't seen from him for a while. Seen
said this a number of times. Today's first pull.
That won't carry. Using his feet. Yeah, there haven't been many bounces. I think of the Harris Ralph 5 wides. That looked quick as well. Loves playing against Pakistan. Just needs to go up ever so slightly to go past Kevin Peterson.
Well, if I compare the two pitches from last Sunday to this one's a little bit more drier. Nothing off the surface we saw with the new ball. I think that's the reason the captain decided that they're going to just go after the bowlings from the word go. In a very good position now, India. The only way Pakistan can pull this back is by keep taking wickets.
Good pace once more. The thing with Hardik Pandya too, I think it's more a situation for him to come to the middle rather than a batting number. I don't think India want him in quite this early.
I can hear what you're saying, but these days after that IPL and the change that we've seen in Hardik Pandya, he's become more than that. He's somebody that can bat by position, make number 4 or 5 his own, and has been able to play in different gears depending on the situation. And I think that's been the biggest growth, the change that we've seen in Hardik Pandya.
I thought the captaincy with Gujarat was the making of him as well, standing up, taking leadership with that greater batting role. 100 comes up for India as well.
More problems for Rizwan, more problems for the captain, Babar Azam, because more deliveries you bowl wide, that means the time is clicking. You might have to bring in the fielders right at the end, might be behind the time. That is a big worry.
An easy single as well. And that 100 up with that wide means this is the fastest 100 that India have ever scored against Pakistan with 10.4 overs. And they are well on pace for 200. I don't think Pakistan should be too worried. They've got their own strength with the batting unit. I know that you've got the likes of Hardik Pandya. We've focused on him with that strike rate of 145. But look at Deepak Huda's 161.2. A lot of his damage is done at the top. And that'll be the challenge for him, is to be the closer. ...101 for 3.
पेप्सी काफी स्ट्रांग हो गई है ना?
या
नहीं पेप्सी, अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रांग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान?
मायूसी को छोड़ के, अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के, हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है। जो ये जान ले, वही सुपर है। सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं, जैज़ सुपर 4G।
मचा दे धूम।
Final over for Mohammad Nawaz.
Okay, a gamble from Pakistan here. They've got a hard-hitting Rishabh Pant, the left-hander, and they've got the left-arm spinner bowling. Which is Pakistan's strongest discipline? Top-order batting, pace bowling or spin bowling? Spin bowling is a great call. Good call by the fans. And we've seen that especially tonight when the fast bowler were taken to the cleaners. Fast bowlers, spinners came back. Not only did they get a wicket each, You also stem the run flow a little bit, so good call.
My vote at fanpulse.in/English would actually go to the pace bowling. I think the genuine pace they've got, this is a good batting surface, but they have got ability.
I think this is more current. I think this is a pulse on very short-term memory.
I've been surprised here that Rishabh Pant hasn't maybe looked to attack Nawaz.
This guy is a hard man to read now. Rishabh Pant.
He might be in the gap. Rishabh Pant's just jogging through. Yeah, it is the big boundary on the leg side. That's one thing you have to remember. 74 metres to Rishabh Pant's leg stump, and you can imagine Nawaz is just going to keep the line at middle and leg stump. No width. Pegged it right back. Look, no double figure over since the 4th over.
I don't think the plan was this, that the punt goes in and just keep nudging the ball here and there. I think the plan was just to go after Nawaz. I guess he's decided to take a bit of time and just settle himself in. I think the momentum needs to stay with India the way they batted so far. They batted beautifully. You don't want to lose that. They should be eyeing at 200. If they don't get 200, I think they'll be very disappointed.
A lot of international wickets and matches in that group coming up next after this ball. Outstanding spell. Can he close it out? No run. Kohli says no, go back. Very good 4-over spell for Mohammad Nawaz. 12 overs gone, 105 for 3.
जैज़ मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 955 रुपए में। जैज़ सुपर 4G।
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश। इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीताकल। ये है एक नयापन। कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
K&N's free home delivery। ऑर्डर के लिए कॉल करें 0800 11156। क्लब मेंबर्स घर बैठे पूरे पॉइंट्स हासिल करें। Safe and healthy chicken delivered.
Hello Hair shampoo plus conditioners.
Meet the new you.
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना?
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
Lovely shot. The timing of going down the track was just right for Virat Kohli. And that's the best shot he's played so far.
Boundary on a first ball. Pressure on the bowler now. 109 for 3 India. And what a spell from Nawaz. He bowled really well under pressure. .25 in his 4. Very crucial and important spell from him under pressure.
Choose the call, and they'll get two. I think what that start has done, that in spite of India losing 3 wickets, it's still a great platform from where you can really accelerate in the final 7 overs, push the score towards 200. You get a couple of big overs in the last 7 overs, you can make a difference. This is Virat Kohli against Hong Kong.
He has shown tremendous form. Much more stable. Worked really hard during the break. His state of mind is very relaxed. Quick single. It shows when you are relaxed, you perform so much better. I met him before the IPL when there was a test match in Bangalore. And when I met him here during this Asia Cup before the game, there was a big difference in his approach, in his smile. There was a difference of chalk and cheese. And then when you start scoring runs, things keeps getting better. First game 35, then 59, and even now in 30s. 330 plus scores in T20 cricket. That means you are in form.
And the king is back, I suppose. There are a lot of concerns regarding his form. And he showed his consistency now. He's looking good. running between the wicket has been excellent.
That's swung away on the onside. Second boundary of the over. Rishabh Pant getting into the act.
His partnership is growing, 25 of 20, 116 for 3, and it's noisy out there.
Yes, it's buzzing. Another player who picks up length quickly.
It wasn't a bad delivery. It was just an exceptional shot from some exceptional player.
Yeah, I prefer the leg side, Rishabh Pant. He loves that area. You're short, you're full. He likes that area.
And again, goes onside.
Naseem against India, first game, that first spell, he was outstanding. He's got a good run up, but the one thing he needs to work on is his front foot. Front foot, while landing, goes towards fine leg, and that will give him a lot of problem in the knee as well as the back. His pathway is slightly away from his head as well, and when that happens, you tend to go across. He needs to work on regularly.
It's a good over from India's point of view. 13 runs coming off it. After 13, 118 for 3.
ब्राइट साहब राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो दी आपको शाइनी, घने और खूबसूरत बाल नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
ब्राइट साहब राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
ठंडी या गर्म चीज लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इसका आसान और फौरी हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन। ये सिर्फ 7 सेकंड्स में तकलीफ से आराम देता है। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा।
Turn, but not from the middle, just outside off stump. And white ball has been called by the umpire.
And that's part of the back foot. Wanted to, Kohli.
Looks like Shadab has made a plan to not to go in the stump to Virat Kohli. That's what at least he realized. At the start of the over, if some bowler try to bowl that line, majority of the time, he will bowl that line to a particular batsman.
But what a belter of a pitch this is. I mean, I did the pitch report. I thought there might be a little bit in there early on for a couple of overs, it'll seem. But I think it's just a very good T20 wicket.
The bowlers needs to work really hard. Will not find reverse swing. There was no lateral movement. I remember the first game against Afghanistan and Sri Lanka. The ball was swinging around a lot. But now things have got started to feel so much better.
In the first game, Pakistan and India played last Sunday. There was a lot more grass. The grass was greener. The ball was seaming around towards mid-wicket. There's a fielder there. They're going to settle for one good over so far.
Well, he's yet to be hit for a 6 in this tournament. Shadab. This shows that he pushes it through. He's got good variations. So far, Kohli's got a start in all the innings. It does make a difference when you spend some time at the crease. These were his earlier scores, long time ago. Even if it is 20s, 30s, makes a difference. That's gone away fine and will race away to the boundary.
Unlucky for bowler. Beautifully bowled. He knew that Pant is about to charge. He bowled the googly, but unfortunately for the bowler, outside edge, raced away towards the boundary at third man.
Head went up too quickly. Didn't pick the googly. Rishabh Pant, being a left-hander, always helps. Ravindra Jadeja got injured. Now India using Rishabh Pant as a right and left hand combination in the middle overs.
Simple catch. Premeditated. And Shadab was up for it. He saw the bat going the other way, bowled it a little outside the leg stump. And a tame dismissal in the end. India lose their fourth.
Clever bowling. Wicket at the right stage for Pakistan, and what an over from Shadab Khan. He's into his third over, conceded 26 runs, and that was the second wicket. Easy catch by Asif Ali. This is very important wicket at this crucial stage for Pakistan. Pant goes for 14, India 1-2-6 for 4.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। डायल *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G।
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के, लेकिन तू टेंशन न ले, हवा आने दे।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang.
Presenting Candyland Biscuit. Chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit. Have it all.
Try the new 7-Up Strawberry Lemonade.
Soya Supreme Polycarton और 5 लीटर बॉटल के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free. Soya Supreme खरीदें और set complete करें.
Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, lick, crunch.
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। डायल *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G।
What an over from Shadab Khan. 3 overs, 26 for 2. 14 overs gone, 126 for 4.
मेरे कैनन्स के कढ़ाई और बिरयानी स्टॉक, अब कुछ और मिलाने की जरूरत नहीं।
Jazz Monthly Max से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ ₹955 में। Jazz Super 4G।
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi.
U-Phone 4G दे कम पैसों में सब।
Indian team started in first 5 overs, 6 overs. Inside out. There's a fielder there. Oh, good effort by Harish Rauf.
A very good effort. Just for a minute, you thought he might overrun the ball. He's done well to collect it with his left hand. Another couple to Kohli.
He's doing that regularly against fast bowler, using his feet. It's a good feeling.
Tremendous effort in front. I thought he's going to run over.
Kept the eyes on the ball. That was important. Not the proper technique though.
Now that he's chipped down the track first ball, you might just expect a short ball here. And going down, nice timing. Hardik is quick too.
Good cricket, this experience. Just taking twos, that's the longer side of the boundary, 74 meters. You play in the gap, you can easily take 2. There was no need for this shot at this stage of the game. This is such a good track. He's such a good player. He could have gone straight, mid-on, mid-off, mid-wicket, anywhere.
Now these shots come into play more on slowish tracks, slowish turners. You might need it to upset the rhythm of the spinner. On a track like this, you're right, Irfan. It's better you go down the ground. 2 batsmen have tried the horizontal bat shot, both dismissed. Surya Kumar Yadav and then Rishabh Pant.
Where Surya Kumar Yadav got out, playing that 3 shot, that's his real shot. But I think he didn't pick the first ball, which went for 4. This is why he wanted to go square.
Chipped in the air, taken. That's a good catch. He just timed it really too well, Hardik Pandya.
Pakistani fans are excited and they have every right to. Wicket, a very crucial wicket at this stage of the game, and that too, the rhythm and Pandya.
That's a huge wicket. Mid-wicket was up. The cross-seam delivery gave Hasnain a bit of extra bounce. It was an excellent catch as well. For a young guy, for Hasnain, such a big wicket. Hardik Pandya out for duck. 1-3, 1 for 5 India.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश, इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीताकल, ये है एक नयापन। कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
ट्विस्टर के ऑरेंज फ्लेवर से मिले मस्ती को नया ट्विस्ट, अब बहुत से मजेदार फ्लेवर्स में भी।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
The Asia Cup till now, this is first game.
Oh, another quick delivery, another wide ball, another 5 runs. This is unbelievably quick from Hasnain, and Rizwan is struggling there. What a comeback by Pakistan team made in this game. I hope it's only cramps because he is the linchpin for Pakistan team.
Extra bounce. Hasnain is getting, but Rizwan. Pakistan doesn't want to miss his services. Pass as well. Again, that cross-seam delivery. But beaten by pace. Batsman, wicket-keeper, both.
Rizwan was nowhere near. Is that a knee or a cramp?
Looks like it's knee.
I hope not. I hope not. He's a fighter, this boy. We are all very proud of him. Rizwan, the way he performed and has been performing for Pakistan for the last couple of years. 135 for 5.
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple. आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो भी आपको शाइनी, घनी और खूबसूरत बाल। नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
गर्म या ठंडी चीज खाने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ होती है। इसका हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, जो आराम पहुंचाता है, वो भी सिर्फ 60 सेकंड। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
क्योंकि हम चले तो पाकिस्तान चलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 टाइल पैंथर टाइल चले नॉन स्टॉप।
Introducing Premium Sparkling. The real fruity spark.
Innovative crunch, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, Lake Crunch.
नए दौर का नया प्लेट, टीनेज का बना क्रेज।
प्लैटिनम जबरदस्त धार।
M&U French perfume spray. No gas. Lasts 3 times longer. M&U by Golden Pearl.
7-Up Strawberry Lemonade.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ। मचा दे धूम।
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। डायल *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G.
Presenting Candyland Biscuit. Chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit. Have it all.
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के लेकिन तू टेंशन न ले, हवा आने दे।
सुप्रीम पॉलीकार्टन और 5 लीटर बॉटल के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free. सुप्रीम खरीदें और सेट कंप्लीट करें।
Innovative crunch, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, make crunch.
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
मेरे KNNs के कढ़ाई और बिरयानी स्टॉक, अब कुछ और मिलाने की जरूरत नहीं।
ब्राइट साहब राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
Presenting Candyland Biscuit. Chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit. Have it.
What? 15 gone, 135 for 5.
K&N's free home delivery. Order के लिए कॉल करें 0800 111
So with that in mind, just turn the strike over. Keep your intent positivity. Give Virat the strike. Let him do the damage for now.
Got to talk about Shardar Khan's performance today. I mean, when he came into bowl, the Indian batters were just running away with the game. There was class, there was power. He came in and actually stopped the run flow. Two good wickets of Rahul and Rishabh Pant. Love the attitude that he carries on it. You can see that he wants to be there, wants to soak up the pressure.
He is one of our best all-rounders. He's one of the best fielders in world cricket, especially behind point. Slow delivery, beautiful shot, inside out. No need to run for those.
That's what the young man needed, this kind of shot to get his confidence up. Virat Kohli was applauding that particular effort from Huda. Has been in terrific form of late in T20 cricket.
Haris Rauf has been hurt when he gets too full. That back of a length delivery, batsman have just been happy to knock it into the offside or mid-wicket. But he's just going with him for one boundary and over when he gets up there into that half volley zone.
The previous GB wasn't a half volley, it was an unbelievable shot from Huda. Slow ball, and they're going to come back for two. Now they're going to settle for one. They needed a boundary on the first ball. They got the boundary, Indian team.
And again, every T20 game that we watch, there's always some learning, isn't it, Scotty? Where we thought India lost some early wickets, they've lost 5, but we're coming virtually to the end of the innings after there's 3 overs left. And if there's not a wicket loss, you've still got 5 wickets in hand.
And Virat Kohli is still on strike. Look at his strike rate, 141. He's on 45 now. Vidal is up for him in the circle.
Now Virat will be very conscious of the batting to come. If there was somebody like a Dinesh Karthik, he would have maybe gone 1 gear up. Now he knows this is the last recognized pair. After this, you get into Bhuvanesh Kumar and Chahal, Vishnu and the others. So this is a partnership. So they'll take some time, and the odd risk, obviously, will be taken. Huda has the game.
So for Pakistanis, they must be thinking, okay, we need a wicket now, and we can get in the tail and put pressure on India. So far it's an exciting game. Ups and downs.
You're right, Wax. They need a wicket quickly. If they get a wicket in the next over early, the last 3 overs could make a difference in the game. 148 for 5.
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो भी आपको शाइनी, घने और खूबसूरत बाल। नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
रियल प्यार के लिए रियल डेयरी आइसक्रीम, ईको, सच्चे रिश्तों का मीठा मजा।
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी। नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ, बेहतर पियो, बढ़ के जियो।
Innovative crunch, wafers and chocolate rolls, break, make crunch.
Presenting Candyland Biscuit. Chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit. Have it all.
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi.
It continues, starts off with a wide, not the first one that was bowled tonight.
I think you bang on, Wasim, about getting a wicket. But the question for me is, how does Pakistan get a wicket? And for me, it would be to keep Kohli at the non-strikers end. They've got the 3 overs left from the fast bowlers. Try and put pressure on the inexperienced Deepak Huda. And that means dead straight, back of a leg. Try and get that false shot. And as good as Deepak Huda's been at the beginning of his career, he isn't Virat Kohli. Ask him to play the innings.
Just towards the fielder. That's where he likes to go, Deepak Huda. Not sure whether the Pakistanis have seen him enough, but anything full outside the off stump, he can go straight and big.
That's exactly what we were talking about. 150 kilometres an hour. slightly back of a length. Look at this perfect crossing, no timing, but just enough to get over mid-off. And that brings up India's 150 in the process.
You guys are just amazing. Here's a guy who didn't play the last match, comes in tonight, throws the ball at 150 kilometers per hour. Bottom hand comes off. We'll get a couple of runs. Wasim Shah, the fielder. 2 more to India. Good start this over.
Just wonder whether they'll have a look at this and how close he got to the rope. And he is certainly swinging. Deepak Hooda, he knows he's got a role here to finish the innings off as the closer.
He's okay. He did well. Scored a couple of runs. 153 for 5 now. We're into 18th over. Hassan bowling quick. 143, 150, 143. Impressive. Very, very impressive from this youngster.
Oh, good delivery. Great shot as well. Hooda is on the floor, but he's got a boundary for his team. This is a bit of a relief for Virat Kohli too, because the runs are coming and he can still stay there virtually right till the end of the innings.
He is playing this role perfectly, taking all pressure off Virat Kohli, and this is skill of the modern day player. That is sensational. Watch the ball all the way onto the bat, and Virat Kohli knew straight away, even he was at the other end, in awe of this stroke.
And it was a good bouncer, very well directed bouncer towards Hooda. Like you said, the skill of the modern cricketer. Again, inside out. Maybe another boundary. No, they're going to settle for one.
He's got a very supple bat, that's for sure. He's virtually parallel to the ground. His back when he played that shot. It's all livening up. Indian fans now starting to get excited. Pakistani fans behind the bowler, young Hasnain, going at 150 kilometers per hour. Only once in his career he's not completed his 4. That's how good he is. Good carry. Missed out on that one.
He's been the best of the quicks too, Sanjay, I think. Not just by figures. I think he's just created the most opportunities. He's been the most accurate. The slow ball has been on target as well. Big job too for Naseem Shah and Haris Rauf in the final 2 overs, going at almost 13 runs and over, and 9.33 as well. India would take that in the final 2.
12 and over from here on will take them to 184. They have 5 wickets in hand.
Virat Kohli, signature shot. That's 6. Brings up the 50 as well. That's for delighted. Got the 50 at a strike at a 147.2. Virat Kohli has arrived. It's 164 for 5.
राइट साहब राइट कर देगा ना?
नहीं? हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा। नीम और टी ट्री ऑयल का डुअल एक्शन पिंपल्स हटाए और स्किन को एक्सफोलिएट करे, लीविंग द स्किन परफेक्टली स्मूथ। गोल्डन पर्ल एक्टिव नीम फेस वॉश, लव योर स्किन।
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। Dial *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G।
रियल प्यार के लिए रियल डेयरी आइसक्रीम, हीको, सच्चे रिश्तों का मीठा मजा।
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट जब मुंह में
Goes to young Naseem Shah. We've got a third man fielder very fine, so just a single. Now he's got a few 50s in the last few months, Virat Kohli, at the IPL level for India as well. But this strike rate at which this 50 has come is what would really make him happy Feel really confident with T20 batting. This is what he needed. Innings of this kind. 50 strike at 147.2.
The king is back. Slow delivery. Will probably come back for two. Good variation. Yes, no, yes, no. Virat is home. Easy.
It was excellent running from Virat Kohli. Deepak Hooda had no business trying to tell his partner no. He was going to the easier of the two ends. Kohli, the danger end. Watch the running. And the running also will tell you the state of mind. This is Virat Kohli coming back for the second, and when he runs in the strike, you can see that he is back to his very best. Running has been such an integral part of his batting over the years.
And that also shows his fitness, especially in this weather. Gives them room. Straight to the fielder. He was firmly hit.
Had 150 before in this tournament. This one has been exceptional. Seen wickets fall, seen some big wickets fall. Love the way he's controlled the innings. That whip stick is a real sign. That particular shot is a sign that he's back to his very best. Brilliant.
The first half of his innings, Sanjay, I thought he was still clothing the ball, still inside half of the bat, trying to hit the ball too hard, but as he's gone through the innings.
Has it gone high and just high and not long enough? Good catch taken. There's been some good catching from Pakistan.
What a catch from Nawaz under pressure. And good delivery, change of pace from Naseem Shah. Back of a hand, slow ball. Very rarely seen him bowl this particular delivery. Usually he bowled the off-cutters, but this was different. Back of the hand. Went all the way, and a very good catch from Nawaz. It was high in the air. Balance was perfect. Hooda goes for 16. India 168 for 6.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज। ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट सॉफ्ट।
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट, जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा। गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा।
Nestle Fruta Vital Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple.
क्योंकि हम चलें तो पाकिस्तान चलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नंबर।
Was for the Yorker. Call for two. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will have to respond. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has played a few innings over a long career, but this really has to be a Virat Kohli show, isn't it?
It does, and I think we're getting back to the mode of the way Virat Kohli scores his runs. This is another look at an outstanding catch. Pakistan, I think, have been exceptional with their fielding in the sense of the catching in particular. But it's not always about boundaries, it's the balls in between, and he's picking up his ones and twos. There's Virat, he's doing an excellent job like this, turning the strike over.
7 runs from the over, 171 for 6.
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना?
नहीं पेप्सी, अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान?
Introducing Fragrance Sparkling. The real fruity spark.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 955 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
मेरे K&N's के कढ़ाई और बिरयानी स्टॉक अब कुछ और मिलाने की जरूरत नहीं, क्योंकि इतने से स्टॉक में कूट कूट कर भरे हैं ये सब। तो पकाने के लिए सिर्फ स्टॉक मिला दो, चटोरों को हिला दो। कढ़ाई के लिए कढ़ाई वाला स्टॉक, बिरयानी के लिए बिरयानी वाला स्टॉक।
Soya Supreme Polycarton और 5 लीटर बॉटल के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free. Soya Supreme खरीदे और
Yorker down leg side and Rizwan is struggling. That's not a good sign for Pakistan.
Last over, you've seen that change the complexion of a match so often. This cannot be a big over for Pakistan. They need to win this match. Got to keep India around 180 odd.
There's always talk of momentum going into the break as well. India will want an over of around 15 to go in on a high. Pakistan, if they can keep them under 180. And I think they'll be delighted. 151 kilometres an hour. And then Kohli trying to meet fire with fire. It's a big swing of the bat.
Yeah, this is what he loves. At any stage of an innings, whether condition is hot, tapping, he'll be sprinting between those two stumps. Big part of his success, big part of his batting.
That shows how physically fit he is.
Goes one bounce to mid-wicket. He's denied the single. And understandably so, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is at the other end. India missing maybe another big hitter to take over from Virat, give him some respite.
All square of the wicket too, and just to highlight the boundaries, the short side, which is Kohli's leg side now, is only 62 metres, 74 out to the offside. So the way he's just paced the shots into those big gaps has been exceptional.
Oh, another good delivery. This is good bowling, and Virat Kohli at the moment unable to get it away. Just the one run so far in this final over.
Great bowling from Haris Rauf. At this stage of the game, to the set batsman, this was a perfect Yorker. Only one run so far from 3 deliveries. This could be the game changer this over for Pakistan.
Finally, he's gone for a single. He's going to come back for the second. Dives directed, could be out. The fielding has been outstanding from Pakistan. Virat Kohli putting in the dive, but hasn't saved them.
Referee for a run out. Give me a backside on angle, please. Okay, take it back and forward. Thank you, I made my decision.
They ran hard for that second, wanted to take strike, put in the dive as well, but short by inches. But Virat Kohli has contributed 60 of 44. India 173 to 7.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश, इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीटाकल, ये है एक नया पर कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के, लेकिन तू टेंशन न ले, हवा आने दे।
Bing bang bing, ding ding bang. Innovative crunch, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, crunch.
Brilliant fielding from Asif Ali. Very impressive for Pakistan. They look really good today. Spoke too early. Huge mistake. And look at the bowler, he's so frustrated. He bowled the perfect delivery straight to the fielder and he missed it straight.
We've never seen a more perfectly timed commentator skirt.
You feel for the bowler because this has been an almost perfect over. Here's the spin, not quite enough, and the way he helped it on its way. Watch the head go down when this is over the rope, so he knew and he'd let his side down. 180 is still on.
And he's one of our best fielders of the month. Unfortunate misfield, last ball, 177 for 7.
6 runs from the over. That 4 was a misfield. Bishnoi is on strike. Well, he's done well, but he found the fielder. Oh, that's gone through as well. That's terrible from the fielder there in the deep. That's got to hurt Pakistan. It was a fantastic over. A couple of mishaps in the field in the deep has given India a 10-run final over.
And Ravi Bishnoi, 8 off 2 deliveries, exactly what his team wanted. And we talked about momentum going into the break. Well, it's all India. That is deflating if you're Pakistan. He just overran it and then had to reach back. You feel for him. That's twice in the over.
Unbelievable errors from one of Pakistan's best fielders. 2 boundaries. Unnecessary boundaries. India now 181 now. They've got total runs on the board. You have to bat now. You have to forget about it. Move on. You got to chase 181. It's okay. High five. 181 for 7 in 20.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ पूरा महीना सिर्फ 955 रुपए में जैज सुपर 4G।
ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर अब मिले नए जिद्दत भरे चमकदार पैक में। बाकी पाए पाकीज़ा रहे।
सुप्रीम पॉलीकार्टन और 5 लीटर बॉटल के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free। सोया सुप्रीम खरीदें और सेट कंप्लीट करें।
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ पूरा महीना सिर्फ 955 रुपए में जैज सुपर 4G।
K&N's, ताकि आपके प्यारों को मिलती रहे सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन।
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi।
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। Dial *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G।
For 2. Yeah, we get some Pant and Rahul as well. So the bowler's doing well, and this score seems to be just about par. You're saying with the kind of conditions that we have here. Let's go down and have a chat with Shadab.
शादाब, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपके टाइम का। वेरी वेल बोल्ड। जब ओपनिंग पार्टनरशिप इस तरह की लग गई थी तो कहीं ना कहीं डाउट नजर आ रहे थे।
हाँ जी विकी भाई, आपको पता है कि T20 क्रिकेट में पावर प्ले बहुत अहम होता है और जिस तरह उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था डेफिनेटली हमें अंडर प्रेशर किया, लेकिन हमने मेरे ख्याल से जो लास्ट के 2 ओवर थे जिसमें विकेट मिले उसके बाद हमने अच्छा कमबैक किया और मिडल ओवर में भी हमने काफ़ी अच्छा रन रोका, क्योंकि आपको एक बार मोमेंटम T20 में मिल जाए तो काफ़ी मुश्किल है रोकना, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से अच्छी एफर्ट थी।
आपकी बॉलिंग की बात की जाए तो आई थिंक यू बॉलिंग रियली वेल थ्रू आउट दिस टूर्नामेंट। टॉक टू मी अबाउट इट।
हाँ विकी भाई, कोशिश करता हूँ कि सिंपल चीज़ें रखूँ, क्योंकि क्रिकेट में जो सबसे मुश्किल काम है वो सिंपल रखना है। तो लेकिन मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि वो चीज़ सीखूँ कि क्रिकेट को सिंपल रखूँ, बहुत ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ना करूँ। बीच में मैंने काफ़ी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड की थी जिसकी वजह से मुझे स्ट्रगल भी हुआ, इंजरीज हुई, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अभी फिट हूँ और कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि चीज़ें सिंपल रखूँ, क्योंकि एक अच्छी बॉल अगर आपकी एक्यूरेसी अच्छी है तो किसी विकेट में भी आप मुश्किल कर सकते हैं।
ये आखिरी 2 बाउंड्रीज ये कहीं ना कहीं हर्ट जरूर करेंगी।
डेफिनेटली विकी भाई, क्योंकि जिस तरह के हमने रोक लिया था एंड में, लेकिन उनके पास मोमेंटम चला गया, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह फिर भी हमने काफ़ी अच्छा रोका है। होपफुली एक अच्छा स्टार्ट मिले और ताकि पावर प्ले अगर इंशाल्लाह हम पावर प्ले जीते हैं तो एक अच्छा मैच देखेंगे।
पिच अच्छी है, आप उम्मीद है आपको?
डेफिनेटली, क्योंकि जिस तरह के लास्ट हमने मैच खेला था उससे बहुत ज़्यादा बेहतर है, क्योंकि बल्ले पे बॉल आ रहा है। मेरे ख्याल से काफ़ी अच्छा मैच देखने को मिलेगा, क्योंकि एक प्रेशर सिचुएशन बन चुकी है और इंशाल्लाह अच्छा मैच देखेंगे।
थैंक यू वेरी मच शादाब, बहुत शुक्रिया।
The last over, the last 2 pounds.
Colgate Max Fresh, इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीताकल, ये है एक नयापन। Colgate Max Fresh।
क्योंकि हम चले तो पाकिस्तान चलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 टायर पैंथर टायर्स, चले नॉन स्टॉप।
Introducing Premium Sparkling. The real fruity spark.
ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर अब मिले नए जिद्दत भरे चमकदार पैक में। बाकी पाए, पाकीज़ा रहे।
हाई पर्फ से मिले बेहतर माइलेज और हाई परफॉर्मेंस, जिससे चले इंजन लंबे अरसे तक।
हाई पर्फ, उस्तादों का असल हीरो।
रियल प्यार के लिए रियल डेयरी आइसक्रीम ही को सच्चे रिश्तों का मीठा मजा।
क्रिकेट है
तो लेज है।
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी। नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ, बेहतर पियो, बढ़ के जियो।
गेम ऑन है।
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो भी आपको शाइनी, घनी और खूबसूरत बाल। नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर। 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना?
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi.
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर। 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
Try the new 7-Up Strawberry Lemonade.
राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा। गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा।
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना?
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
गोल्डन पर्ल ब्यूटी क्रीम, हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर। 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
The tournament, Pakistan won the toss, asked India to bat first, and India batted superbly, especially the first 10 overs. They went hell for leather. 93 in the first 10, but in the end finished up with 181 for 7 because they
गर्म चीज लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इसका आसान और फौरी हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन। ये सिर्फ 7 सेकंड में तकलीफ से आराम देता है। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो भी आपको शाइनी, घनी और खूबसूरत बाल। नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
गर्म या ठंडी चीज खाने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ होती है। इसका हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, जो आराम पहुंचाता है, वो भी सिर्फ 60 सेकंड। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
Try the new 7-Up Strawberry Lemonade.
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ 2 रुपए में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। डायल *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G.
Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, make crunch.
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के, लेकिन तू टेंशन न ले, हवा आने दे।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang.
Nestle Fruta Vital Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple.
अपनों की रहीज पे रहे, एक कॉल पे मौजूद, ताकि मुस्कुराते रहे पाकिस्तानी, खुशहाल रहे पाकिस्तान। KNNs.
You're all set for the chase. Super pause. India, Pakistan. It was a narrow win for India in the last encounter. Hopefully Pakistan would want to get there without too many hiccups. You think fast score 180?
Take your back, change it, please. Come on home to me.
McDonald's Crispy Chicken. Love at first bite.
This countdown is brought to you by McDonald's.
Spinners for Pakistan who were outstanding, so maybe India gets it right if those two spinners can bowl as well as Pakistan. Here's the first ball, and what a start for Pakistan. That's going to be 4 runs. First ball, bit of room for Rizwan.
This pitch is good. It suited the Indians, and I'm sure it's going to suit Pakistan. Just a touch outside the off stump, and Rizwan right on top of it.
Rare ball of width from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Normally he's in that narrow channel outside the off stump. They've got a slip for him. Right, Scotty, about the pass, so I think I agree with you. Just looking at the opposition, the batting team, these are excellent batting conditions. Maybe India slightly above par.
You agreeing because of the last 2 boundaries, or you just really think that this is a par total?
Just looking at Pakistan's batting lineup and their tendency to lay foundations too deep. Let's hope that doesn't happen today. I just want them to play more freely, not worry about later batters. Just express themselves at the top. So it's a good pitch to bat on.
I think it's important, Waqar, that the top 3 for Pakistan do a lot of the damage. Let the hitters come in with the freedom to try and close it out for Pakistan. Therefore, India's job is to get rid of the front 3 as quickly as possible. Make those powerful strikers of the middle order that Pakistan have to bat a lot of deliveries.
Good call. Dive comes in. Seems to be okay with his fitness.
Well, the Pakistani 2 openers, they might not play like the Indian openers, but when they look at the scoreboard, they'll feel that if they play their normal game, they can get to that. There was an opportunity there of a run out. Just to release the ball very quickly. Razi would have been gone. That would have been a big, big disaster for Pakistan. All they need to do, Pakistan, is just play normal cricket. And if they can get to 50-50 plus, I would say, in the first 6, I think they'll do the job. What they don't want to see is losing too many wickets in the power play.
He found the channel. Needed a couple of deliveries, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Him getting this kind of carry is just incredible.
Well, he always bowls with an amazing, immaculate seam. Just watch the seam of the ball. Spot on. And that little bit of outswing. And Babar Azam just turned around completely. He knew it too. Wow.
Lovely shot. This is a superb shot from the captain. Just straying onto the pads, yes.
normally we talk about the left-handers being very elegant. Have a look at that. Just a little bit on the leg side, just being greedy a little bit, I would say. Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Babar knew that he's going to come to his legs. Beautifully timed.
No, big call for no for the last ball. 9 runs on the board after the first over.
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो भी आपको शाइनी, घने और खूबसूरत बाल नए सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 955 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश। इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीटाकल, ये है एक नयापन। कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi.
K&N's, ताकि आपके प्यारों को मिलती रहे सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
No Jadeja. That's one of the roles that he could have given you an over.
Slightly off colour, Deep Singh, and so also Avish Khan in the last game, so you want to make amends. So really talented bowler. Now this is what happened in that first India-Pakistan match. This is Babar Azam surprised by the short delivery. And I have a feeling India might try that because this pitch has some bounce. We can also bet on one fact that Babar Azam will be also aware of that plan from India. Rizwan's on the ground again. Very down-to-earth cricketer.
Well done, Sanjay. Yeah, one thing is for sure that he will run hard. He will look for every opportunity for a run. There you go. Be careful with that dodgy knee. You don't want to hurt anymore. Pakistan definitely need you out there. He's the man in form.
Keep an eye on Arshdeep Singh. He hasn't looked to swing the ball too much. He's hit the deck more, looked to seam it rather than swing. Oh, there comes the short ball. The first one of the night. If you remember the last game there, maybe 3 wickets. The first 3 wickets, Pakistani wickets, came off the short ball.
I think the pitch was a little different. It was a very well bowled bouncer, and Rizwan tried to jump and just landed on that knee. What's that knee? Oh, I'm very, very surprised that he's still out there because that knee has been jarred very badly. He's a fighter.
Gets it up. Good stop. No swing at all for Arshdeep. Good fielding at mid-off.
Yeah, we're just talking about the pitch in the last match when these two teams played each other last Sunday. I thought the pitch was a little bit more spicy, had more bounce in it. This one, looking at the first inning, it looked like a belter. All you need to do is just hit through the line. If there's no swing, it will be tough for the bowlers to control any run rate.
Didn't quite get pace off the pitch, Mohammad Rizwan. Night sky, in the night conditions, you guys think it might just get a little better, the ball will come onto the bat better for the seam bowlers.
Looked pretty good the whole game. If it gets better, then it's an absolute belter. And it's been a great pitch for T20s because if the bowlers executed well, they got reward. I thought the spinners for Pakistan were outstanding. They really did pull back India's top order, who were going along like a train. Here's the head curator.
It's a good over from young Arshdeep, just a couple of runs from it. 11 from the wicket.
क्रिकेट है
तो लेज है। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर अब मिले नए जिद्दत भरे चमकदार पैक में। बाकी पाए, पाकीज़ा रहे। ऑरेंज फ्लेवर से मिले बाकी को नया ट्विस्ट, अब बहुत से मजेदार फ्लेवर्स में भी।
Nestle Fruta Vital Sparkling Fruit Drink.
Thin length balls from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar to Babar.
I feel Fakhar Zaman is going to be very important for Pakistan in this game. Had a tough one just right at the end where he let go of those two boundaries and drop a catch. Didn't have the best of the day out there with the fielding, but he is definitely capable of chasing a total like that. His wicket is going to be very important.
If you remember, Scotty, this is something we saw with Rizwan earlier as well in the last game when it started off. A lot of fishing out the off stump, a couple of heartbreaking moments for Fakhar towards the end. This was really tragic for him.
Well, there'll be natural disappointment, of course. You feel like you've let your team down. And it's on the big screen and he knows it. He's laughing about it now, which is great. And I think what he'll do too, there'll be an extra bit of drive about him to say, I'm going to make up for that too.
Kind of pressure on clear carries, and sometimes has to be more nervous in the field rather than just batting. Yeah, first 5 dismissals for Pakistan in the last game, as we said earlier, came on the short ball.
Yeah, there was a really good delivery. The pitch was a lot more quicker, and the ball sort of came very quickly to the batsman. They got caught off guard, I think. They were not expecting that from India. Today, I think they'll be more watchful. They'll know exactly what's coming at them.
If you have a look at that again, you'll see all the short balls that were bowled, because there was some life in the pitch. It was always deviating. There was some lateral movement. The ball wasn't coming straight, and that also bothers the batter a bit. This one just coming back in a little after pitching, then carrying on with the angle. Some deviations too. Today the ball is just sitting up nicely to be hit if you bowl short.
We haven't seen India really try the short ballers yet too, just the one that I can think of from Arshdeep, and that's it. So maybe they recognise that this pitch is not quite as quick and bouncy.
They still must, even if there's not an obvious sort of clue there that the short ball is going to work, they must try it, especially with Babar Azam when he got out in that fashion in the last match. He likes to get onto the front foot.
I think Hardik Pandya will definitely look to bowl those deliveries. He bowls heavy deliveries. His ball sort of after pitching, it rushes to you.
There's a short ball, and that's a brilliant shot. Babar Azam was waiting for it. Waiting for the...
पेप्सी काफी स्ट्रांग हो गई है ना? या
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रांग।
so why not?
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple.
ठंडी या गर्म चीज लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इसका आसान और फौरी हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन। ये सिर्फ 7 सेकंड्स में तकलीफ से आराम देता है। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। डायल *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G.
Presenting Candyland Biscuit. Chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit. Have it all.
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के, लेकिन तू टेंशन न ले, हवा आने दे।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang. Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, crunch.
Can't you see your birthday, baby, please? Come on home to me.
McDonald's crispy chicken. Love at first bite.
हाई पर्फ से मिले बेहतर माइलेज और हाई परफॉर्मेंस, जिससे चले इंजन।
Very interesting that India have gone to Bishnoi first before Chahal to bowl in the first 6. Got a pretty long run-up, runs quickly through the stumps and sort of quick arm bowling action. Fan pulse, will Pakistan chase down India's total? No. Emphatic no.
Just don't rush into making decisions. Just take your time.
I think there's enough timing on that one. No, the fielder does well.
One of the things I want you to all look out for too is where India's throwing the ball. They know Rizwan's injured. So a lot of the Indian fielding so far has been to Rizwan's end. They want to make him run. They don't just let him jog through to collect his runs in that regard. It's forcing him to tire himself out and maybe hurt that knee further.
Tell you what, Babar Azam is looking really good. He's got 14 of 9 without any fuss. Babar Azam's gone. Bishnoi strike. First game of the tournament, and what a wicket.
Fast dismissal. Just pushed it straight to the man at mid-wicket. What a start for a youngster. And how big a wicket he's got. Babar struggling again. And a poor run so far. And what a start for this boy. Excellent. The delivery was good, the length was good. Well, the third umpire just asking Babar to hold on, just wait. I am not sure if they're looking for that front foot. Is it going to be no ball? They're checking it, they're waiting. The entire stadium is waiting. This is a big moment of the game.
Bishnoi is nervous. Legitimate delivery.
Not by much, it must be said, but this is a huge moment in this match. Babar Azam's full tournament continues 22 for 1.
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो भी आपको शाइनी, घनी और खूबसूरत बाल। नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
हाई पर्फ से मिले बेहतर माइलेज और हाई परफॉर्मेंस, जिससे चले इंजन लंबे अरसे तक।
हाई पर्फ, उस्तादों का असल हीरो।
7-Up Strawberry Lemonade.
राइट साहब, राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा। सुप्रीम पॉलीकार्बोनेट और 5 लीटर बॉटल के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free। सोया सुप्रीम खरीदें और सेट कंप्लीट करें।
And now this is just perfect for him because generally he gets the ball to go away to a left-hander. So this is perfect. What happened here? Extra bounce, you think?
Rohit Sharma.
Great start this, a wicket and just 3 runs from his first over of the tournament. 22 for 1.
Jazz Monthly Max से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 955 रुपए में। Jazz Super 4G।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज। ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट।
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
मेरे केएनएन के कढ़ाई और बिरयानी स्टॉक, अब कुछ और मिलाने की जरूरत नहीं।
रियल प्यार के लिए रियल डेयरी आइसक्रीम, कीको, सच्चे रिश्तों का मीठा मजा।
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी। नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ, बेहतर पियो, बढ़ के जियो।
क्योंकि हम चले तो पाकिस्तान चलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 टायर, पैंथर टायर, चले नॉन स्टॉप।
M&U French perfume spray. No gas. Lasts 3 times longer. M&U by Golden Pearl.
It was on. That's 4. Square leg, a little too square. Change of field straight away. Third man up. And I think mid wicket is going, square leg is going back and fine leg. That's his area. That's where he's very, very strong, Rizwan. A lot depends on this partnership for Pakistan. Yes, they need a couple of big overs to get some momentum. There's onside again. This kind of soft dismissal went straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. Probably was looking for one along the ground, but credit to the bowler. He gets a lot of wickets in that pocket there. Short mid-wicket, little square, because he bowls that pace and the odd ball just stops into the surface. He gets bounced because he's not a big spinner of the ball when it comes to leg spin. It's more top spin and googlies with bounce.
You were coaching India when he first came onto the scene. What was it that you liked and saw about him in the nets that led him to this position where he's now playing in such a big game?
I think more than in the nets, Scotty, it was, we saw him closely when he was playing under-19 cricket in the final. And what one liked was his attitude. He was not afraid to bowl at any stage of the innings, good energy through the crease, and he got bounced. Oh, excellent placement. Just gave himself a little bit of room. This will give him some confidence back to Fakhar Zaman.
very good shot. He knew the third man was up in the circle. He just had to find the gap and he did it beautifully. That's good cricket. They need a momentum, they need a partnership here, Pakistan. But credit to the groundsman, what a good pitch he has created for this game. A lot depends on if Tahar Ahmed, he do some runs as well.
20 runs behind at the same stage, 4.4 overs into this. Just remember back, KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma got India off to such a fire. And it looks like Fakhar Zaman's introduction is that he wants to be aggressive.
Yes, they've got a left-hand, right-hand batting combination out there, so that's good. It's worth just 10 at the moment, but if they can stretch this for a little while longer, then you might see some bigger shots being played. Both these players quite capable of upping the ante.
There's no fine leg. There's man at just square leg. And of course, man just behind leg umpire, square.
Of course, you mentioned that's his area of strength. He likes to play that pickup shot in case the batsman, in case the bowler looks to bowl the slower delivery into the surface. In the air, in the gap as well. Just for a moment, he might have had his heart in his mouth. Another boundary to end the over, 36 for 1.
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश, इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीताकल, ये है एक नयापन। कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi.
राइट साहब, राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा। डिजिटल होना है तो जोंग 4G की वीकली प्रो
40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क में 5000 जोंग मिनट्स एंड SMS, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। डायल *794#।
Innovative crunch, wafers and chocolate rolls, break crunch.
दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के, लेकिन तू टेंशन न ले, हवा आने दे।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang.
Just want to pick up on the Ravi Bishnoi point, the man who's picked up the wicket. You said that you noticed him in the under-19s. Do you, as coach and the selectors, place a lot of weight in how they go in the under-19s? And the reason I ask that is because New Zealand cricket doesn't. We only average just over 2 players from every under-19 team go on to play for the national side, so they don't believe it's any indicator.
Watch them very closely, because you see players overseas, England and Australia, they mature a little later, and that is why you find them pulled away, get only a single, coming into the sides when they're 23, 24, as opposed to India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. You know, they have the talent very early, and if you don't look after them between that 19 and 22, 23, they're gone. So you got to tap it when you see it at that age. So the likes of Prithvi Shaw, Shubman Gill, they've all come through, under-19 cricket. And same with Bishnoi. And there are quite, I can't remember, but there are quite a few more who've, come through that. Because then they go on to play India A cricket. They get the exposure traveling around the globe. And it makes a big difference.
And I agree with Shaz, in our part of the world, if you don't tap them early on, they can get lost in the first class cricket and suddenly they disappear. And that's why it's important, especially the culture we come from, to have these youngsters, like Shaz said, straight away, if somebody's good enough, under 19 to 18, and then of course to Pakistan or Indian side. Or Sri Lankan.
Yes, and it's moved on to even IPL cricket. From IPL, if someone has a great season or 2 seasons, he's watched very closely and brought into the shorter formats of the game.
Yeah, you noticed that with the players like Deepak Hooda, who were fringe players for a few seasons in the IPL.
What a shot that is! Into the crowd. Just a flick of the wrist. And the sound of ball making contact with the bat was real sweet.
Like I said, that's his favorite area. Go-to area for maximum. Don't ball him there. Back up for length, middle leg, or off. He will hit you there every time.
Quality shot using the pace of the bowler as well. Oh, he's ready for the occasion.
Ram top scored for Pakistan in 5 out of their last 60-20. He has been very, very consistent, not just the last 6 games, from last 1 year in this format. Let's have a look at the shot again. Look at it. This is sweet.
You've compared him to Surya Kumar Yadav in many ways, in that he's so difficult to bowl to. Hits the ball to unusual parts of the ground, which makes it so difficult for that man, in this case the captain of the opposition, to set a field in the right areas. He can still play conventional cricket strokes when he wants to, but then he just pulls those other ones out of nowhere, and all of a sudden he's just taken that big over and got the side in front or back up to where they should be.
Third man up, fine leg up, man at mid-wicket, man at backward point on the boundary. For Fakhar Zaman, because he does go towards mid-wicket. Fakhar, that's his favorite area. Rizwan is just walking towards him, having a chat with him, probably telling him it's okay. One more delivery to go, a power play, no need to lose any wicket. And these guys have the talent to get these runs as long as the partnership is going. This partnership is building up, 22 of 13.
And you have a few players around world cricket, if you see around now, doing what you're mentioning. You know, you've got the Rizwans, the Surya Kumar Yadav, the Joss Butlers. You've got someone like a Glenn Maxwell. You know, where earlier, if you go back 6-7 years ago, there was only probably A.B. de Villiers, you know, who would play in these unusual areas. 6 gone after power play, 44 for 1.
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा। गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा।
Nestle Fruta Vital Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple. Sir Supreme Poly Carton और 5-liter bottle के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free. Sir Supreme खरीदें और set complete करें.
गोल्डन पर्ल ब्यूटी क्रीम, हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं।
मायूसी को छोड़ के, अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के, हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है। जो ये जान ले वही सुपर है। सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं। जैज़ सुपर 4G।
रियल प्यार के लिए रियल डेयरी आइसक्रीम, कीको, सच्चे रिश्तों का मीठा मजा।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया
Pakistan chasing down 181 that India scored. It was a bit of a slow start. Babar Azam played some nice strokes along with Rizwan, who just struggled to start with but is starting to find the middle of the bat. That came out of nowhere. Ravi Bishnoi getting it over in the power play, and he immediately picked up this huge wicket of Babar Azam. And the introduction of Fakhar Zaman has just raised the intensity. This partnership 26-23 of 16 deliveries.
As opposed to Bishnoi, you'll see a lot of variations in pace from Chahal. Bishnoi is quick through the air. Chahal will slow it up. Not afraid to toss the ball up.
A good variation, Chahal. The googly, the flipper, the slow leg break, the quicker leg break. That's why he's so consistent in this format. Even in IPL, he gets a lot of wickets.
He spins it. Whether it's his googly or the leg break. Good use of the feet. That will test Hardik Pandya. Virat Kohli, but sent to the boundary. The emphasis was in place, but the 50 comes up for Pakistan.
Good cricketing shot. Here's one. Look at this. Inside out with the spin into the gap between extra cover and mid-off. And a rare misfield from King Kohli.
What do you make of the depth in the Pakistan batting?
I mean, we've seen Khushdin Shah the day against Hong Kong. He smashed it everywhere. Shadab can bat. Mohammad Nawaz is an all-rounder. So there is depth, and of course it's Safar. He's a dangerous player. What I need from the Safari, get in first and then play his game. He will play big shots as well. But there is definitely depth. And they have the ability to get runs against any attack in the world, no doubt.
If you look over the last 3 years, 4 years, they've been one of the most consistent T20 teams. 51 for 1.
KNNs, ताकि आपके प्यारों को मिलती रहे सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज। ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट।
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी। नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ, बेहतर पियो, बढ़ के जियो।
You might think two leg spinners bowling in tandem, but they're different. One just pushes it through the air, emphasis on the googly. The other, the classical leg spinner.
Wide run rate is creeping up slowly, it's 10.13, but if you have wickets in hand, I think their plan should be to get to at least 80 odd in 10 overs without taking a risk.
That's the $1 million question though, isn't it? Because you've just asked the 30 runs off the next 3. That's 10 and over without taking a risk. That's hard to do, especially against the bowling of this quality, as good as Rizwan and Zaman are. And that's how tough it can be, trying to keep up with a run rate this high.
I understand it's difficult, but you've got to take chance at some stage of the game. I mean, just play cricketing shots inside out.
You've got to back your strengths and target certain bowlers whom you believe as a batter you can attack.
I think Bishnoi would be one of those due to the inexperience he has at this level that you target.
It looks a quite difficult bowler to me. Like I said, he bowls within the stumps and mostly googlies and top spins. If anything, probably they'll take chance at from the other end at Chahal.
On the way into the fielder, very much like Shadab, who's not been hit for a 6 up to now in this tournament. It's not easy to get under the ball to Bishnoi because of the pace at which he bowls.
That last delivery as well, Rohit Sharma was in at slip, which says to me the captain has a lot of faith in Ravi Bishnoi, with those googlies being the main stock delivery, his wicket-taking delivery to the left-hander.
I've always believed Ashwari, a leg spinner, is twice the bowler if he's got a captain who understands, the mindset and the ability of the bowler. A wrist spinner needs a good captain.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, isn't it? Because often when they bowl a bat over, they're out straight away, they're taken off, and that is never good for the confidence of the leg spinner. So I fully agree with that statement.
Excellent over. Runs coming in singles, 57 for 1.
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
गरम या ठंडी चीज खाने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ होती है। इसका हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, जो आराम पहुंचाता है, वो भी सिर्फ 60 सेकंड। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
अपनों की दहलीज पे रहें, एक कॉल पे मौजूद, ताकि मुस्कुराते रहें पाकिस्तानी, खुशहाल रहे पाकिस्तान।
KNN presenting Candyland Biscuit, chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit, have it all. यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
Once again, Walker coming down the pitch, trying to heave it down to mid-wicket. No real timing on that. Sanjay, Gautam, India in control. Am I right?
Well, but I think Rohit Sharma is wary of the fact that conditions that we've got today, good pitch, then a few sixes hit. Didn't quite nail it. And I think Rohit will be wary of the fact that he's got a couple of bowlers that he's got to take care of. Bishnoi is new. Arshdeep is not the peak of his prowess. Hardik Pandya has had a tough start. So he is in a position where he doesn't feel that he's got a supreme bowling attack that will win him the game no matter what. So he'll be slightly concerned about that. And this guy can bat. Such a dangerous player, just loves the way he creates boundaries. Doesn't need a bad ball to hit boundaries.
Beautiful shot. Making room for himself and going over cover. That's proper cricketing shot. Pakistan needs to go. But how well has Rohit managed his bowlers so far? He's got 2 out of Bishnoi. He's chaired it into a second. Arshdeep has bowled 2. Bhuvi has bowled 2.
The plan has worked. They got Chahal for Fakhar Zaman, and he's done exactly that.
Nice and slow from Chahal. Gave a little bit of air. Saw Fakhar coming out of his crease way too early. Pulled the length back, and the rest was done by the man in the deep. Virat Kohli was the man at deep mid-on, catching it with ease. Got too close to the ball, couldn't really get the elevation he was looking for. He end dropping that. That's a wonderful catch. Straightforward catch. 63 for 2 now. That's a massive wicket for the Indians. Fakhar gone for 15, it's 63 for 2.
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो भी आपको शाइनी, घनी और खूबसूरत बाल नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।
क्योंकि हम चले तो पाकिस्तान चलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 टायर पैंथर टायर चले नॉन स्टॉप।
Innovative crunch, wafers and chocolate rolls, break, crunch.
ब्राइट साहब ब्राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा। गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा।
Song 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। डायल *1987# and let's get digital with Song 4G।
that was the reason, I think. But he's got to just go berserk and look for those boundaries which has been missed because
wow, that's an outstanding shot. This is Mohammad Nawaz with the promotion. And that's a great shot. Incredible shot. Wasn't a bad delivery, so it just went through with the shot. That's a proper shot. Mohammad Nawaz, and that's what he's sent there for.
well, it's got potential in first-class cricket back home, in T20 cricket, one days. He bats high up in the ranks, and I'm sure that's what the Saklan and party thought, that let's send him, even if we lose a wicket, it's okay. But if he gets good, I think that'll be a different ball game then.
Good comeback from Hardik Pandya. Playing as a third seamer today, not the fourth seamer. Yeah, this is the wicket. Chahal getting that ball right up, and Virat Kohli had everything under control. Safe as house. The captain with that move. Got his trump card, his leg spinner to get the wicket. One of the slow deliveries. The opposition captain not too happy. And Chahal these days is just riding away with confidence. His reaction after taking wickets also. Very cool.
I think the reason why Babar was furious out there is because Fakhar Zaman took his time. He did not play the shots Pakistan needed or looking for. He batted for 16 deliveries for 15 runs. That is the problem when you play too many dot deliveries and then suddenly you come out and look to play a big shot, and if you lose wickets, then the team goes down. And that's what Rohit will be very happy with.
Couple of queries from the Indian fielders with the short ball.
And coming back to Fakhar Zaman, and that also against two leg spinners. That is where Chahal go to him. Both go into his pads, use the big side really well. That was one shot which he played really well, giving himself room. This one again bowled really slow, 76 kilometers per hour. Good catch from Virat Kohli.
Just brilliant bowling from Chahal. That last ball, to have the heart to flight it in that fashion to a big hitter, deserved that wicket. 10 overs gone, 76 for 2.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
मायूसी को छोड़ के, अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के, हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है। जो ये जान ले, वही सुपर है। सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं। जैज़ सुपर 4G।
M&U French perfume spray. No gas. Lasts 3 times longer. M&U by Golden Pearl.
Try the new 7-Up Strawberry Lemonade.
Fragrances for him and her by Bonanza Satrangi.
ठंडी या गर्म चीज लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इसका आसान और फौरी हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन। ये सिर्फ 7 सेकंड्स में तकलीफ से आराम देता है। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
राइट साहब, राइट कर देगा ना? नहीं
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
Real fruity spark.
Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, flake, crunch.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 955 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना?
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
मेरे KNNs के कढ़ाई और बिरयानी स्टॉक अब कुछ और मिलाने की जरूरत नहीं, क्योंकि इतने से स्टॉक में कूट कूट कर भरे हैं ये सब। तो पकाने के लिए सिर्फ स्टॉक मिला दो, चटोरों को हिला दो। कढ़ाई के लिए कढ़ाई वाला स्टॉक, बिरयानी के लिए बिरयानी वाला स्टॉक।
मचा दे धूम।
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। Dial *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G.
Well done. Great pickup shot. Mohammad Rizwan is looking the part tonight.
Yeah, the sound. A beautiful sound of the bat meeting the ball. Yes, it was a full toss, but you still need a good hit, a good timing to put it away. And Rizwan did it beautifully.
Good start to the over. And Pakistan would want to make it big. They're still 11 runs behind India. This is the time where they need to start going now.
Tried to bowl the leg spinner too much to the right hand. They looked to push it through in the air. This one as well was the ball that comes more from the front of the hand. Ended up being a full toss. That's more like it. That's his wicket-taking delivery that he bowls slow outside the off stump, the leg spinner.
And that's been a surprise, because normally he bowls really slow to the right hand batter outside the off stump when you've got a bigger field on the offside. He hasn't done that, especially against Rizwan, because Rizwan is very much leg side dominated.
Mohammad Nawaz has been sent in to go after the spinners. He's done pretty well. He's gone after the seamers as well. One cracking shot so far in the inning.
So much batting to come for Pakistan. They just need to make sure they look to hit a boundary every over. Good delivery. Lots of experience. Shell saw him going outside the off stump, bowling quickly, bowling nice and straight. They will run hard, these two. Although Rizwan have got a little issue with his knee, but he will look to take every opportunity for every run.
And from here on, Pakistan needs cameos, not those big runs. Those massive strike rates, 150, 160.
Yeah. 11 overs gone, 86 for 2.
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना?
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
Nestle Fruta Vital Sparkling Fruit Drink. Now in apple.
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश। इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीताकल। ये है एक नयापन। कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
हाई पर्फ से मिले बेहतर माइलेज और हाई परफॉर्मेंस, जिससे चले इंजन लंबे अरसे तक।
हाई पर्फ उस्तादों का असल हीरो।
हाई पर्फ से मिले बेहतर माइलेज और हाई परफॉर्मेंस, जिससे चले
when you hit a boundary on the first ball of the over, which we saw in the previous over, Rizwan hitting a massive six. That over should have been a bigger over than what we saw. Only 10 overs where 10 runs were scored. I think once you have 6 runs in the first ball, next 5 deliveries, you should look to get another boundary. Another
Missed
loop.
out. Absolutely agree with you. The moment you get the 6 of the first ball, you've got to make it big. And how well has Bishnoi bowled? Playing his first game in this competition, that also against Pakistan under pressure. Just conceded 10. Got a very important wicket of Babar. Got up. And fielder watching the ball, and he watches it go over the rope. Good strike from Mohammad Nawaz. Doing his job.
This is the cameo you're talking about, Gautam. You need your batsmen to go out there and play those big shots, get 20, 30 runs, and even if you get out, this is fine. And I think at the moment, Nawaz doing a really good job for Pakistan.
It's a quality shot. Bang in the middle. And I remember, Sanjay, you mentioning it to me, how good a chase was. The game against yesterday's game, where Sri Lanka was managed to chase 175, where none of the batters had anything above 40, but their strike rate was incredible. And that is exactly what Pakistan wants from here. I beg your pardon, there was Usman Mendes, but if you see the strike rate, 37 was 60, and then you had 45, 33 from Shanaka.
It was the Sri Lanka-Afghanistan game that happened last night at Sharjah.
Come back well after that 6, just 3 singles from Bishnoi.
Once again, Pakistan in a very similar situation. Hit a 6 and then a couple of singles, and the over's been sort of wasted, I would say, as a batsman. But very good comeback by young Bishnoi.
That's how he gets his wickets with the wrong one, with the batter trying to loft on the leg side. 96 for 2.
मायूसी को छोड़ के अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है जो ये जान ले वही सुपर है सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं Jazz Super 4G
New Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioners. The extraordinary touch, Set and Touch.
K&N's free home delivery. Order के लिए कॉल करें 0800 11156. Club members घर बैठे पूरे points हासिल करें. Safe and healthy chicken delivered.
Presenting Candyland Biscuit. Chocolate coated crunchy biscuit with caramel inside. Candyland Biscuit. Have it all.
Right साहब, right कर देगा ना? नहीं?
हाँ, पर नया ब्राइट कोरमे से कड़ाही तक हर दाग वाइट कर देगा।
यूफोन 4G दे कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हेवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए।
That's in the gap too. Coley will cut it down, but they'll get 2.
I also like the fact I think he's got cramps there, Virat Kohli. Ran hard between the wickets today, virtually whole of the innings he was out there. Leading edge.
If Virat Kohli is getting cramps, What does that mean? Because he's probably the fittest one around. That means the pressure is getting on to all these players. Played a wonderful knock, without a doubt. He ran lots of twos and threes. Put all the effort in.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. They're not timed well, but it's right in the zone for another couple. 100 up and 50 for Rizwan.
Another magnificent knock from Rizwan, keeping Pakistan in the game, looking in control. Had few issues with his knee early on. Got to carry on. The job is not done yet.
He does like playing against India. 50 off 37 today. 79 not out of 55 and 43. Those are his three scores. Such an important player for Pakistan. And he's unlucky. Straight to deep mid wicket. At one stage, Pakistan were 30 runs behind India at the same stage earlier in this innings. They have now reduced that down to 11 and have lost one less wicket. They are sitting right where they want to. The men in green.
He will make his partner run hard. And this was actually played with a soft hand and played it very, very nicely. Judged it beautifully. And the calling was great.
Difficult night for Hardik. He's had to rediscover himself in this spell. Generally, he's bowled short and quick, and the results have come. But tonight, the short and quick hasn't quite worked. This was last over, Hardeep Singh last ball. India not going for the review, and rightly so. Tonight he's been forced to do something different. Two things that's pretty obvious with Hardik is he's slowed his pace down a lot. The last ball 125, and there are a lot of full deliveries today. Slightly under the pump, Hardik he's been forced to get away from his comfort zone.
He's got the left-hander, and this is why I think Nawaz has been promoted too. That's the short side of the ground. His leg side, but he won't bother about that. He is timing it to perfection.
Doesn't like bowling full. This is the reason why he doesn't get much from the ball when he's pitching it up.
Yeah, you should not ask your bowler to get out of his comfort zone. Long handle there for Mohammad Nawaz. The ball was in his arm, in his zone. It was full. It was a half volley. Just lunging forward, hitting over the extra cover for 4.
50 partnership between these two as well. Just 29 deliveries. Oh, it was there once again.
I think that's better off. If he's going to bowl full, he's got to take the pace off. Seam up, full deliveries won't work much. Will Pakistan chase down India's total? It's not an emphatic no now. It's changing the scenario a little bit.
It's getting better, isn't it? I like it.
The reason it's in the balance is once again it's another over with the boundary. Pick up the 1s and 2s around it. They get close. They get to that 10 runs and over. And that's all they need. There's another one. Bouncer from Hardik Pandya and the edge flies away.
11 of the over. It's Pakistan searching for that one big over where they can get really close to the Indian total. Last 3-4 overs, every over they've been hitting boundaries but not making it big. This was the delivery where he bowls really well. This is the length he bowls well. Yes, it's gone for 4, but I think Hardik Pandya is the best when he bowls this length.
A bit unlucky on that occasion.
Down the ground for a single. Still, it's another good over for Pakistan. 119 for 2.
Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, crunch.
नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ हर दिन कर रहा है कुछ बढ़कर और पहुंचा रहा है हम तक बेहतरीन और मयारी पानी। नेस्ले प्योर लाइफ, बेहतर पियो, बढ़ के जियो।
रियल प्यार के लिए रियल डेयरी आइसक्रीम, हीको, सच्चे रिश्तों का मीठा मजा।
मायूसी को छोड़ के, अपनी हिम्मत को जोड़ के, हार को जीत में बदलना हम पर है। जो ये जान ले, वही सुपर है। सुपर नहीं तो 4G नहीं, जैज़ सुपर 4G।
सुप्रीम पॉली कार्टन और 5 लीटर बॉटल के साथ get an appetizer plate absolutely free। सुप्रीम खरीदें और सेट कंप्लीट करें।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट।
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
Zong 4G और YouTube एक बार फिर लाया YouTube ऑफर। सिर्फ ₹2 में पूरा 1 घंटा YouTube। Dial *1987# and let's get digital with Zong 4G।
के ऑरेंज फ्लेवर से मिले मस्ती को नया ट्विस्ट, अब बहुत से मजेदार फ्लेवर्स में भी।
क्योंकि
हम चले तो पाकिस्तान चलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 टायर पैंथर टायर, चले नॉन स्टॉप।
That's in the gap as well. And this over with a boundary too. Great start.
He's playing so well, Mohammad Nawaz. Nobody expected that from him. Good move from the dugout, sending him up the order. He's on 37 of 16. He's doing the job for Pakistan.
And Rohit Sharma just told Chahal, well done, well bowled. Keep doing exactly that. That's how they want to get the left-hander out. Found the gap this time.
This might be another work for Dick backward square, and he gives it away. This is his highest score in T20Is, Mohammad Nawaz, and what a time to bring it out.
Oh, good bowling. This is quick and just down the leg side. Want to get the batter out. Got a bit of flight outside the off stump. Now Rohit Sharma having a word with Chahal, but what a fantastic innings this is of Nawaz.
But the crowd in blue is gone a little quiet. You see those greens just raising up again. This game quietly is slipping away from India.
Quietly? I'm not sure anything about India versus Pakistan.
Just quiet. Just quiet. And you're talking about required rate being 10. Most of the time it's come down. Under 10, 9.82. Just an extraordinary partnership. 65 runs of 35. What a promotion from Saklan.
Yeah, great thinking. We have seen him play this sort of innings at the lower level, at PSLs and first class.
Another one. That is a beautiful stroke. Cut away for 4.
Was a throw of the dice from Rohit Sharma for a wicket. The outcome is completely the opposite.
Yeah, he waited for a long time for that shot. He played a few times earlier, didn't really get the timing right. This time, he got really on top of the delivery. It was wide and also picking the gap beautifully. Big over.
It's an expensive spell too for Chahal. 1 for 40. 2 balls to go. He wanted to go, didn't he? He was set up for it. They're going to come back for 2. That's a good arm, but it's a short boundary. That'll disappoint Rohit Sharma and Chahal. That was the first delivery of the over. Beautiful sweep shot. And then that cut away as well.
Pakistan at this stage just moving ahead, I would say, because they've got more wickets in hand. India might be just a run ahead, but Pakistan have got 8 wickets in hand.
That's Chahal's spell. 1 for 43 off his 4. 135 for 2.
मेरे KNNs के कढ़ाई और बिरयानी स्टॉक, अब कुछ और मिलाने की जरूरत नहीं।
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink, now in apple.
ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर अब मिले नए जिद्दत भरे चमकदार पैक में। बाकी पाए, पाकीज़ा रहे।
ये लो कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश। इसके मिंटी कूलिंग क्रिस्टल्स तुम्हें रिफ्रेश कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट बीटाकल, ये है एक नयापन। कोलगेट मैक्स फ्रेश।
गरम या ठंडी चीज खाने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ होती है। इसका हल है सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, जो आराम पहुंचाता है, वो भी सिर्फ 60 सेकंड। इट्स ब्रिलियंट।
7up Strawberry Lemonade.
यूफोन 4 जीते कम पैसों में सबसे बड़ी ऑफर 40 GB हैवी डेटा विद फ्री कॉल्स का लाइसेंस सिर्फ 299 रुपए में पूरे हफ्ते के लिए। यूफोन 4G के नेटवर्क पे आओ।
Hello Hair Shampoo Plus Conditioners.
Meet the new you.
Fruitian, enjoy the good things in life.
Innovative crust, wafers and chocolate rolls. Break, crunch.
Not here, fair enough, but in the World Cup, you've been needing a little bit of experienced fast bowler. This bowling is young. He was outstanding. Mohammad Rizwan kept really well, had a bit of injury. He's a fighter, and he's still out there. Played some superb shots both sides of the pitch. There's some good deliveries, but he made it into a bad delivery. The timing was superb.
Once again, another player very similar to Virat Kohli. Nothing down the ground, a lot of runs square. Says to me that you can trust the bounce on the surface going across the line, unlike Sharjah.
That's been the saving grace really for all seamers. Whenever they've taken the pace off, they've been able to get some degree of control, get the dot balls, and Hardik Pandya had to do that as well. This is where Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is so good to assess the conditions quickly. How many has he got? He's got 2 more, so his overs are going to be crucial.
Straight up in the air. This is the chance at long off and taken. Is that the turning point in this match? But what an innings from Mohammad Nawaz.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was brought in to pick up a wicket, and he got India a wicket. Nawaz, who was playing so well, couldn't time that the way he wanted. Maybe hitting the top of the bat, couldn't really get the elevation he wanted, couldn't get the distance he wanted, and Huda takes the catch.
He got the off cutter, 122 kilometers per hour. Maybe that got him the extra bounce. He was not able to control Nawaz. So Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, as he often does, gets India a wicket. And India might wonder whether this is start of things to come. 136 for 3.
आपका फेवरेट सनसिल्क शैम्पू अब हुआ और भी बेहतर, जो भी आपको शाइनी, घनी और खूबसूरत बाल नई सनसिल्क सुपर मिक्स के साथ।